There are 3 district seats up for grabs, the 1st, 2nd, and 4th congressional districts. U.S. representatives serve 2-year terms. Now let's start with the race for U.S. House District 1. Breaking local coronavirus news first at noon. Munson Healthcare announced today it will furlough employees across its hospital system, and the National Cherry Festival in Traverse City canceled its events for 2020 because of the crisis. With so much developing now, we have team coverage for you. A little elf was caught on video dropping off a thank you note to a woman who says she is especially grateful for the joyful message. Jennifer Egan has the story. This weekend, many island businesses and attractions will be back open, including the Mackinac State Historic Parks. 9 and 10's Xavier Hershevitz joins us live from Fort Mackinac with a look at some precautions they are taking this summer. Hey, Xavier. All right, thank you, David. Now let's check back in one more time with our state. Right now, President Trump is leading with 54%. You can see this is a little bit of a difference from the last time I showed you. Joe Biden with 43%, 44% reporting. Let's also take a look at the heat map for our state. But don't worry, we've got you covered with live reports all evening long. Let's get right to it. 9 and 10's Xavier Hershevitz live in Traverse City with a preview of the festivities. Hey, Xavier. The man in charge of the Grand Traverse County Jail for years pleaded guilty to crimes committed while working there. Todd Ritter was originally facing sex crimes, larceny, and embezzlement charges in the case. In exchange for his guilty plea today, several of those charges were dropped. 9 and 10's Chloe Keipel is live in Grand Traverse County with more details on the crimes he's now admitting to. Chloe. Well, Election Day has come and gone, but the official certified results in Michigan are still weeks away. They are being checked and double-checked at several layers. 9 and 10's Eric Lloyd explains the process of ensuring an accurate election. Right now, John James is winning with 55%, Gary Peters with 43%. Right now, just 41% reporting. Let's also take a look. Take the heat off. As you can see, several counties right now, even though they have not officially been called, are turning red with just a couple turning blue. Since March, you've heard a lot about COVID-19 cases and deaths, but just as important to discuss is hospitalizations. Too many cases at one time can overwhelm hospital systems, and we reported last week that's something Michigan hospitals are already warning about. Now the state is reporting data for individual hospitals. Let's take a look at some of the standouts here in northern Michigan. With 4 days to go before Election Day, the campaigns are back in Michigan this weekend for that final push. That includes another stop by President Trump today, with even more coming before Tuesday. 9 and 10's Eric Lloyd is live in Waterford, waiting for the president to take the stage. The Trump campaign is flooding our state this week with less than 3 weeks to go before Election Day. Within the hour, Vice President Mike Pence will be speaking near Grand Rapids for a Make America Great Again rally. That's where 9 and 10's Eric Lloyd is. He joins us live now with a preview. First at noon, we are just hours away from Vice President Mike Pence making a stop here in northern Michigan. His visit comes less than 24 hours after President Trump formally accepted his party's renomination on the final night of the Republican National Convention. Michigan State Police in Cadillac welcomed the newest member to the team today. Say hello to Lulu. The Labrador Retriever just graduated from K-9 school. It's a ceremony to honor the fallen members of the National Guard and recognize those currently serving. 9 and 10's Xavier Hershevitz is one of the first reporters to talk to the governor since her latest restrictions. He joins us live with more on what she had to say. Xavier. 2020 was the year the guys from Stand Up for Great Lakes were supposed to cross their 5th and final Great Lake, Lake Ontario. But because of COVID-19 and the border being closed, they had to come up with another idea. One of the most commonly asked questions we get is about survival data. We asked Dr. Nefsi about why we haven't seen any information on that yet and when we might get those numbers. When something difficult happens in your life, you have a choice. You can let it destroy you, or you can grow from it. Tony Anderson had to make that decision very early on in his life. And fortunately for hundreds of kids in our area, He chose to take a tough situation and turn it into something good. Photojournalist Katie Emery and I introduce you to Tony in part 1 of our special report, Changing the Ending. The National Cherry Festival is one of Northern Michigan's biggest events. It's a memorable and favorite time for so many, so we are just as disappointed as you to share that the festival won't go on this year. To close out our show, we wanted to take a look back at just some of the fun times we've had at the festival.